Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So I do get a lot of comments with people saying I have saved them a lot of money, and I do get questions, hey, can I send you some money somehow? And now there is a way, if you so choose, called fan funding. You'll find it on the channel page right there. 2010 Dodge Journey front bumper removal, doing the transmission cooler lines. Got a 10mm bolt here, I think it was, right there. 13mm nut right there, and clips right here, snap clips. They just come off right here. Use a small pick. You can pick them out like this here. And let's go over to the bumper. Push pins you got to take out. Looks like one down there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one up on the top. These are again all push pins. And then in here we got 1, 2, 3 screws on each side from below. It's gonna go up in here. And more push pins, lots of push pins. Gonna pull the center out. They don't always come out easy. Pull the center out, a pair of pliers. And they make special tools, but again, I got the special tools and they're not all coming out due to dirt and debris. That's what it looks like when it's out. It can come all the way out. Center pin. So the center pin has to come out. And you just put this piece back in. You put that in, then push the center piece down all the way. It locks it back in place. So I think that, plus the fog lights, if you have them, you got to disconnect the fog lights. Right here. Push down on the tab to release the fog lights. And I think there's the temperature control here. I just disconnected it. One little friction fit, just disconnect it from the front of the button. Otherwise you can slide this red tab up, push down on the tab and disconnect it, the wiring. This little piece here is held on by one push pin right there. Again, all this friction fitting stuff. And we should be able to slide the cooler lines through this hole, hopefully. Just gonna grab it on. Boom. Messy. Out. Here's some of the special tools I was talking about for these clips, but they're not always working. So reverse procedure to install. We'll just feed it right back in. And should be good to go. There's a shot with one of the clips in. Right there. No clip in that one yet. You can, if you choose to, put the clips in after the lines are in. O-rings on there. Just put a little bit of lubricant on there, maybe some train lube. Bottom one in first, and then the top one. Looks good. Then we put our nut on. 13mm nut there. Put our 10mm bolt in here. We talked about. Then our lines over here. And I did not put a clip in this one yet, so it didn't snap into place. Got these things here you need to slide over, kind of hold the clips in place. This bracket was on there as well. Just get in there with a screwdriver and you can force that apart. That is pretty much replacing your transmission lines on your Journey. You get that nut on there and put the 10mm bolt in there. And you do want to maybe give these a little tug to make sure they don't are snapped in place. It's always good to hear a click if you just put the clips in place first and snap them down. So here's the upside down of our air cleaner assembly. You got the two places here. Sometimes I put a little grease on there to help it come on and off. Pull for the 10mm bolt. Two clips for our air cleaner assembly. Let's see if we can figure out how to get this in here. Hole there for this. Like that. It's hard to see down there, but line up the pin. Might need two hands to snap it down, but just push down and pull up. It's just a friction fit. So put the camera down and mount this, and then 10mm, as I mentioned before. Push pin, we've seen plenty of those right there. The bumper's going back on it. It can be pretty much a one-man job to take off. And here's the push pins ready to be put back in. All I got to do really is put it in the hole, push pin, push it down. So you just got to do that about 30 times. Got the air cleaner assembly here. You'll see push pin here, 10mm bolt here, couple friction fit things here with some bushings on the air cleaner assembly. I'll show you a little while later, probably, or a few seconds in the video. And 8mm here, connector, push down, tab on the release it for the air temperature sensor. Finish up the job. There's a bracket here. I'm not sure where it goes. It was just kind of dangling here, so it's a little bit of a mystery to me as well. You might know where it goes. Turn the wheel left to right. It makes it easier to get some access in here, and just so you can see the bolts in place. Just 3 screws on top there. Here's your sensor, which was right here. It's plugged in there. Fog light. and a ton of push pins. Along with this plate down here, again, just a bunch of push pins. Maybe easy to get out, maybe not. I did find it easier to push the lower assembly into place first before trying to tuck this into here. So just try and push this down first, and then you can wiggle this around and tuck it into place. 10mm push pin air filter in place. The 3 notches here or there. We'll tighten this up, and that should be it. There's the hole for a dipstick for adding fluid, probably. More on that. (2010) Dodge Journey front bumper removal. Transmission cooler line, remove and replace. See, that's where the bracket goes on the bottom half of the air cleaner. If you're wondering about that previously, looks like a good spot for it. You do need a special dipstick to check the fluid level. You take that plug out and use an official Dodge dipstick. Maybe head to your local shop and have them check it, or go to your local dealership and have them check it. Hopefully they'll do it maybe free of charge for you, but I don't think you'll lose a lot of fluid on this job, so you should be okay to drive it somewhere. That would be my guess, and have them check it. That would be best practice.